my dear Libras. This is a love bonus reading, prediction for Scorpio season, 23rd of October to November 22nd, 2019, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. And I want to take this this chance to wish all Scorpios out there a happy birthday, and of course, happy birthday also to your Libras that still have your birthday coming up, since this is a prediction. Okay, so I will start shuffling your cards, and I use the Golden Universal Tarot with Roberto De Angelis. So when I open your deck here, I see you, Libra, Justice there, together with the Star card in the reverse. So this is Libra and this is Aquarius. And it seems like you're holding on to what's right, but you have kind of given up hope to ever be rewarded for it. So you turn to what is logic and turn away from your dreams, your hopes, because you want to give yourself justice. So I call the divine with love and light. And here we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse together with the Star card in the upright position. So it might be that maybe your opponent have the same idea. This is Libra again, and it comes in the reverse. So it's like Justice card 2 times, or Queen of Swords 2 times, and the Star card 2 times. So you can't really fake these kind of things. But what I'm seeing is that it might be that your opponent is thinking the same. But in that case, I don't think that they have given up hope. So this is what I read into this cards. So I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and here we have love that seems to still be there, even though you or the other person have started to give up hope in the situation. It's still love in this relationship. Okay, so I call the 6 elements, and here we have the Page of Coins with the Star card in the upright position. So this is difficult, yes. It's like we want to drop the ball on a situation. We don't want to have another go on it. We don't want to make a second attempt or a third or 10th attempt. We just want to let it go. We want to drop the ball on the whole situation, and then hope comes. So it's like hope is the most destructive force of all, because when people don't give up hope when being in a situation that's unfair, it's very difficult to stand up for your justice, okay, when you still have hope, and when you hope that the person maybe will change, or that they will love you or honor you. But if they never do, it's very unfair for you to stay in that situation and hope that they will. So hence the dropping of the ball here. So 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether. Wow. To join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Libra viewers. So I want my dear Libras to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. And I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So we saw the Tower in the reverse jumping together with the Knight of Pentacles. And here we also have the Devil making a jump for it. So what I'm seeing is that you are still waiting for the situation to improve. And you don't want it to be all a waste. But that is kind of, it's indicated that this is what keeps you trapped in just that situation. But I feel with you, because this kind of love that you feel seems out of worldly, like with the Star card that came so many times. But if you are in love with a person that kind of doesn't care about you, only abuses you, lie to you, don't take responsibility, act like they don't care, constantly criticize you, or whatever it is that they do. So, and your love is so strong towards them that you can, you never give up hope. You stay and you wait, even though everything has fallen behind you. You still, okay, so I'm waiting for my happily ever after here with this person. And this person is, not really invested. For some reason, they are tormenting you. So is this really a person that, you know, the divine would send to you? So because they are the love of your life? Just think about this. Just think about this. Okay. So, wow. And the Judgment, you see as well. Hanging on the fence and being very, very strong. And the bigger person. So, very noble, Libra. Very noble behavior. But still, is this going to make you happy? Okay. So, I'm just going to tune in for a few seconds to you and your situation here. And remember also, cross watchers, that of course it can be in the other way around, that the Libra is the one that doesn't give you justice, and that you are waiting for this person endlessly and having all this hope and not hope and hope and not hope and hope and not hope. And they are probably feeling the same, but I wonder if they are as invested or as loyal. Okay, this other side, we'll see. Okay. So, this is the new bottom of the deck, and we have the Hermit in the reversed here. So that's kind of going nowhere. Hermit in the reversed is when we just stay and waste our time, and we don't really live fully. We don't have passion in our lives. We just bow to the forces and said, okay, so if this is my lot in this life, if this is what you want me to experience, I bow my head and I experience it. So you don't try to fight for a better tomorrow for yourself. And here we have the old bottom of the deck, which seems a little bit more healthy. It's same Virgo, but it's at least in the upright position. So it seems like things are getting worse for you in some way, that maybe by time going by, you feel like times are wasted. Before you felt like, yeah, I'm invested in myself, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. But are you really, or are you just stuck in the past, which this card asks you? Okay, so this is what's on your conscious mind about this other person or the other people or the situation. And this is the situation, and this is what's on their conscious mind about you. And this is your feelings towards them, the bond between you, their feelings towards you. This is what's your behaviors and attitudes towards them, the outcome, and their behaviors and attitudes towards you. So we'll start with the situation here. And the situation is the Ace of Swords. So that's really interesting. Ace of Swords together with a Star card. It's hopeful anyways. We'll see here. See if no, okay. So what's this Ace of Swords doing here? Oh, too many cards. What's this Ace of Swords doing here? It's safe for you to love. So, it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. But if you have already, opened your heart and given the highest energy of all to someone else, and that didn't give it back to you, which kind of it's implied in this situation, what to do then? So this is an epiphany about this, that it's safe for you to love. Maybe it's safe for you to love if you have become more resilient and you don't invest so much in the situation that it's what you live and die for, but you don't invest either. Like if you are grown up enough to be able to take whatever happens, be resilient enough to accept the situation for what it is and work with it, maybe then you can have more passion and flow in your life. If you're hiding away from life's experiences behind the wall here, there's no passion, there's no life vibration, okay? There's no lust in your life, there's no happiness in your life. So maybe with the Ace of Swords here being like a challenge, like a mission, blood, sweat, and tears, and victory at last. You are to act as if it's safe for you to love, okay? Either it's or not. It doesn't have to be foolish. We can see this sometimes. Maybe it's best depicted in movies when someone is, determined on, they want someone that's not at all interested in them. With grace, they are continuing, charming this person and pursuing this person until they see that, well, this is not going to happen. And but how they do it, like in movies anyway, they do it with a lot of grace, okay? And a lot of, it's like they are so warm and secure and so sure that the other person gets charmed, and eventually, since this is a movie, they end up together. Okay, so I feel a song here, and I know this song for once. It's ROBYN, that's a Swedish singer and songwriter, and she's singing in the meaning. I can't know the exact words right now, but the meaning of this song is that I will love as I never been hurt before. Love as I never been hurt before. And I think this is exactly what this combination of card is telling you. So if you go into a new situation, which the Ace of Swords might also indicate, don't drag the old situation with you, with what happened, the sad thing that happened. Like, this is a new page. Open the new page and forget about the old. And don't be so, I know what's going to happen. I know how this person is going to betray me. I know what they are thinking. Well, you probably don't. But when we fear the worst usually happens because we create it with our suspicion. If we can be the warm, generous movie character, we'll probably maybe have our happy ever after, okay? So there's a real inspiration here. There's an idea to think about. So what's on your conscious mind about them? Five of Swords. So they are evil and they steal things from you and they try to win over you and they criticize you. They don't have your back. So you think a lot of bitter thoughts about this other person and what they have done and how they did you, okay? How they got you. So there's a little bit bitterness there. A Five of Swords. But these both are victory cards. So if you are better on protecting yourself, of course, that's a victory in itself. But we can be too protective also. So we are behind these walls instead of in front of them here where all the love action is going on. Okay. And from their point of view, it's kind of the same. You can't have Five of Swords twice. So this is Four of Swords. But it's more like they are ignoring you and trying to not think of you at all. Trying to not think about how the situation went down and trying to not dwell on it and, repeat in their thoughts what happened, how did this go on. And so they're trying to just, be at peace with it, digest it, and so that they one day will be ready to move on. So they might be like a little bit on the brink of depression because it's a very dark room. But I feel that this person is trying to move on with some kind of grace anyway. But it's also like a little bit rude of them to ignore you like this, okay? And not think of you. So, okay, but it's like this other song, Remember to Forget You, okay? So that might be what is going on there with the Four of Swords, remember to forget you. So they are trying very hard to remember to forget you. So, this is strange love relationships I'm reading for. It doesn't seem like love at all. Okay, and this is the common energies and Eight of Pentacles. So Eight of Pentacles goes very well with the Ace of Swords. It kind of says, okay, so I'm going to love like I never been hurt before. So I'm going to throw myself into this situation again and do my best to fix it. Okay, even if this is the 8 or 8,000 rounds with this, Eights is like an eternity symbol, so trying again and again and again and again until we have it. It's like living the same nightmare until we solve it. Sometimes in dreams it can happen like that. You dream the same dream over and over again, and it kind of points to that if you dream the same dream over and over again, you haven't solved it. But here with the Ace of Swords is a solution, and this is when we use the solution in action. Okay, so first we have an epiphany, like, eureka, I get it, I got it, I understand now, and then we practice it. So this is what I see. So so far so good, but then what's on your and their conscious mind, it's bogus, because if you have these kind of attitudes, I ignore you, I am angry with you, I ignore you, I'm angry with you, how can you work on anything? Okay. So, but we'll turn to the feelings and see if there's better activity in this department. So this is your feelings towards them, and it's very beautiful. Two of Cups. So with the Five of Swords, it might mean that you want another argument with them, or you want to, argue with them until the thing is solved, like the argument is solved. It might be this with this Two of Cups here. So you don't believe that you are done. The other person seems a little bit more done. Like they are, it's like a boxing match, and they are down, counting 10, they're still out. So that's what I'm feeling. Okay, but the Two of Cups is sweet, so you have a lot of love for this person, and so you are a little bit like that movie character that still loves despite it all. So that's honorable, I guess. And here we have the Nine of Cups in the reversed. So Nine of Cups in the reversed, their feelings towards you. They feel like you can't fulfill their needs, that you can't give them what they need. And the Nine of Cups, usually it shows that you are with the person that you're supposed to be with, but they are feeling like they can't be with the person that they are supposed to be with, because if that was the case, they would feel uplifted, they would feel fulfilled, they would feel at peace and satisfied. So they feel very unsatisfied toward when they are with you, or when they their feelings that are aimed towards you is very unsatisfied. Might be that they are also very selfish, like they are thinking only about themselves. But a person that wants to have their needs fulfilled, here you're at least thinking about some kind of equality, like I want them to feel loved and I want to feel loved. This is more, maybe a little bit more selfish. I want to be loved. So what's up with that Nine of Cups there in the reversed? I feel like it's two. Yes, it's two. And it's two cards, and they came in the reverse. So make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take, and trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. So we can determine by this that they don't want to make an effort because they don't have faith. So that's on their feeling level, that there's no use to make an effort because this is just going to end up in the same old way that it did the last of this 7,999 times. So they seem to, have taken a vacation from this relationship, and that they don't feel up for putting more effort into it because it's futile. It's like there's no use. Whatever I do, it's the gold is going to turn to sand anyways. So your Two of Cups there then. Okay. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And it came in the upright position. So I think it's what you feel, that you would like to be this movie character and do this romantic gesture. I don't know, maybe it would be wasted on this person. It seems like they have such a tired mind that they maybe wouldn't even open their eyes to, see you, and open their ears to listen to you. But we'll see. This is your behaviors and attitudes towards them, and we have the World card here, so that's very sweet, super sweet. It says that you think that they are your soulmate. You feel very connected to them. Yes, you have given up hope, but you have also hope and not hope, and hope is on and off. But in your heart, I think you feel that this is the one, like this is the person you want to be with. We also have Libra here, so some of your Libras might recognize yourself on this side. to the whole situation. But you at least you want closure with this person. You want to have, be able to say everything that needs to be said and express your love and express your feelings. You don't want it to just be over and, ignored. Okay. So this is your behaviors and attitudes, or their behaviors, sorry, and attitudes. I was mixed up with this. Maybe this is your side. And we have a 3 of Wands in the reverse. So they for sure are not going to reach out. So you need to determine who you are in this reading. If you are the one feeling like, I have hope, I think we can fix this. I still have things to say. I have still things, I can do better. And I have still things I can tell them, like I have ideas of how we could be better together. If you feel like you are that person, you are the one that's going to have to reach out. They are not going to do it. The interesting is, though, that this is 21 and it's connected to the Empress card, number 3, 2 + 1, 3. And this is the 3 of Wands, which is also connected to the Empress card. For me, it feels like they are open for business, but they are not going to be the one opening the business. So that's what I see. Okay. And this is the outcome. And we have the lovers here. So I guess, Libra, go out and charm the pants of the person you love, because it seems to be all worth it. And I have seen you so many years procrastinating things. So I guess maybe it's your turn, okay? If you have been, feeling like you haven't given it all and not putting all the efforts in, now it's the time, okay? Ace of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, the lovers, the World card, 2 of Cups, express your love. It's kind of, obvious where the divine is pointing this. The thing you need to do is determine who you are. Are you the person that feels like, hell no, I'm never going to reach out? And you can imagine yourself going and reach out and you see, oh, that will make everything worse because this and this and that and that. Then you are on this side, okay? And if you feel like, I have hope, I know how to do this. I know what I am to say. This is a chance. And remember that this is Scorpio season. So wait for, guidance and the right time to do this. It can, of course, be already in Libra season, but the reading is for Scorpio season. Okay. So advice for you. It's a forecast, so you will be prepared for what's to come, okay? Originality, blaze your own trail. So I'm thinking about this with control. Maybe it's time for you, Libra, to take control of your life. How do you want your life to be? How can you shape it? Sometimes if we are in a relationship with someone that hasn't been all, a blast, and you have, maybe kind of tried to endure with their behavior, but it went south anyway. Maybe there's another approach, okay? Maybe you are not supposed to endure their behavior. Maybe you need to say what you see all the time and communicate in a way that the other person can understand and also, digest or take to heart. So it's not telling things in a cruel way, but in a very supporting way. And it might also be that if someone has acted cruel towards you, maybe you don't have to be the one waiting for that person to come and say, I'm sorry. Maybe you can call them and say, okay, so what's up? Have you been thinking about what you did towards me? And they can say, yes, they have, or they haven't. But there, in that moment, you took control over the situation. You were not the one sitting there waiting for the apology. You went there and said, hey, what's up? Have you done any thinking? Okay, I can see they haven't. They're trying to ignore it, but well, we'll see. Blaze your own trail. You are a go-getter, free spirit by nature. Doesn't really sound like Libra, but this is the nature that you haven't really discovered with yourself just yet. So there's maybe some total new Libra behind the door number 1 here. You exhibit originality, courage, and defiance. You were born to succeed and breed excitement, love, and life into the lives of others. Despite your chaotic ways and gregarious nature, you are loving and generous. So you see, it's like you need to take in your opposite side, Libra. Become, chaotic and gregarious. Okay, so that will be new. So do something new. That's okay. That's the point I want to make. Do something new, something that's totally opposite to what you usually do. Mantra: love me without fear, trust me without wondering, love me without restrictions, love me without demands. I am worth it. Okay, so a tough job, Libra, but someone's got to do it. So it's much like the song, love as you never been hurt before. So love me without fear, trust me without wondering, and love me without restrictions, and love me without demands. I'm worth it. So it's time to come out of your shell, Libra, and do something unexpected. Do something a little bit wild, a little bit gregarious, if that was the correct pronunciation of that word. Okay, so my dear Libras, I hope this helped. It seems like you are one of the few that has, love almost in your hand. So don't waste the opportunity. This doesn't come often. Whoever you feel this strong love towards, show them. Even though they don't even know that you exist. It might be a possibility that they go there like Sleeping Beauty. They don't know about you. You have seen them on a distance and never talked to them or never approached them, and they are like bored their skull out and asking the divine, so what's this all? Where's my one? And you maybe are the one that's going to swoop in and tell them, here I am. Okay, so that's also a possibility. So if you want more guidance, my general readings for October is up. Also the love bonus for Libra season. And you can check all that up go to my channel icon here and check that out on my first page, the first page of my channel. You can also see pick a card readings there. Choose the one that applies to your situation. And if you go to the about section of my channel, you will find personal offerings of personal readings, and also the address to my webpage, which you can also find in the description box down here if you want to connect with me in some way. Okay, my dear Libras, I hope this helped, and I welcome you back to my next reading that I will perform in the middle of October. So until then, take really good care and bye-bye.